Cannabis helped me with pain management. Every after I work out, I feel a lot of pain in my back, and when I started consuming cannabis, all the pains that it helped alleviate all the muscle pain that I experienced.
So I spend a significant amount of time training, running, biking, swimming, and with all that comes an extreme amount of severe pain.
One of my pet peeves that people knock against cannabis users is that we're lazy.
I was gonna clean my room until I got high.
I know so many people that go out there every day, work their 9 to 5s, even longer. I'm a manager at my job. So personally, I know how it is to be out there working so hard, but still partake. There's perfect balance. Just because we do smoke doesn't mean we're on the couch all the time.
Brainstorming with a couple of friends. I had the idea over summer, brainstormed with some friends after that, and then little by little, one step led to another. I wasn't sure if I was gonna do it or not, but once I started receiving quite a bit of resistance, I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Right, Nevada State College Scorpions CAN is the premier student cannabis organization of the state. We are determined to play a vanguard role in educating the academic institutions about the opportunities that their students have with this incoming industry. The main purpose of our organization is to begin to help students find jobs after college. We also want to find them internships while in college with different industries, with different fields throughout the cannabis industry. We believe that the cannabis industry is going to be offering new jobs in every field that we offer at Nevada State College for a major or a minor. From business to chemistry to psychology, on down the line. Math, we need financing and banking people, history. Well, we're making history right now. Visual media, of course, is going to be a large visual media presence with cannabis as it enters the fray. But our secondary goal is to be a cannabis resource on campus for students, faculty, and staff.
It's really awesome in my opinion, because we get the facts. We're getting the facts out there to the people. So whether they like it or don't like it, at least we're getting the true facts instead of them just wondering how this does or thinking that they can overdose or stuff like that. I just want them to know the facts.
Well, I was the volunteer coordinator for the Las Vegas Cannabis Festival last Saturday, and it was a great event. They were overly supported to see the campus come out. Some faculty members from UNLV and CSN were there as well, giving support. I received 2 paintings to be donated to our institutions. I've already contacted Dr. Fernandez about that to put that up on our campus. And they're just looking forward to building a relationship between us and them and promoting awareness and education and getting internships for people throughout many different fields at our institution as well. So I was just building the network at that event.
So as the Nevada State College Scorpions CAN, we are also starting sub-chapters of national organizations. We're working to become a nationally recognized chapter of NORML, the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Law. Being recognized as a YAL, Young Americans for Liberty chapter as well. Well, see, we put together a presentation to show what we have been up to since the idea first came into existence. You know, we had been speaking with nurses and people in the medical field. We had been speaking with law enforcement, police officers, lawyers, doctors, people in the business side of it. We've been speaking with patients, advocates, working with nonprofit organizations. We've been collaborating with a couple of different magazines, working with one of the Board of Regents to set up a laboratory tour. And we thought if we presented all of this great information, that they will recognize that we're not, you know, a traditional stoner type group of students.
My first impression, honestly, was I thought that it's going to be a bunch of potheads trying to smoke at the college. That was my first impression.
To make an amendment, make sure that you will report any illegal activity on campus without bias. Do I have a second?
Second that.
I have a second. I open it to deliberation now. We have a motion and a second.
I
Not,
personally am against it. I am not for recreational use. I personally am offended by having the scorpion and marijuana leaf together.
I completely agree. I'm completely offended, and I can't believe that this is even on the table.
I was already expecting the denial.
all in favor of approving the Nevada Scorpions Cannabis Awareness Network for $200 seed money with the amendments that we requested them? All in favor? Opposed? Would be nay if you're opposing. Abstain? Motion is denied. I'm sorry, gentlemen. I apologize, but it seems that the board is not in favor of it.
Okay, basically same thing with the student government. They were being overly cautious about protecting the school's reputation.
So we just find this to be unprofessional, and we
The only issue with that, I understand completely, but what legal counsel is saying is basically we can't say no to that unless something is wrong with it.
Right, yeah.
But I was actually surprised when I found out that they got accepted.
We began to speak with our legal advisors about how we should proceed and what the next step would be. During our mix up with the student government, it was the Young Americans for Liberty from CSN and UNLV that came to our aid to help us out to formulate our plan to ensure that regardless of what anybody thinks, we will be recognized at this institution. So I just definitely want to give a thanks to YAL, Young Americans for Liberty.
Even if they're not an organization yet previously, they would still have to comply with the general policies and regulations of the NSC and NSC. Once they are an organization, then if they don't comply with certain requirements and regulations of either NSC or NSC, then there's certain action that you can take against their charter, revocation, disciplinary measures at that point. But it's really, what you're talking about is really policy driven, and these are just policy enforcement as they would apply to any student.
This was a turn of good fortune for us, because it got everybody up in arms. When the word began to get out that we got voted down by the student government, that's when people started thinking, hey, these students really deserve a fair chance to have an organization as well. So people that weren't necessarily on our side before the vote, from all over campus, from different areas, students, staff, faculty, and people started to give us more support. They started to take more interest. It definitely generated a lot of buzz. A lot more people knew about us. And I think just kind of people began to be more aware of cannabis and the incoming opportunity.
Go to class before I got high. Come on, y'all. Check it out. I could have cheated and I could have passed, but I got high.